guys, this is Dapper, and this is my complete Barricade guide of tips and tricks from pro players and YouTubers. So most of you will be happy with Barricades and you probably consider yourself experts, but hopefully you'll learn something new today. So first off, we're going to go through the basics. So, right, I've got to be honest, testing how many shots it takes to destroy Barricade probably one of the hardest things I've done in this game. Each time I did it, I was getting different results, but basically it was taking around 20 shots with all guns if you hit all over the Barricade. A single or double door takes around 18 rounds with an AR, and a single window taking 20, followed by a doubled window taking 19. So next, we're covering what the correct role of a barricade is. In essence, it's to break the line of sight and slow down attackers. We'll go into a quick demo on Dining Room on Chalet. So here we have me playing one of the typical anchor spots. Usually from here, you'll either be looking into trophy or playing further back by the table to do the same thing. However, by having the barricade, I get an audio cue and it lets me pre-aim the door at head level and prevents the attackers getting the jump on me if they try to rush. I should always win this engagement, as I only have to check one angle, whereas in this scenario, the Glaz has to check at least 3 common anchor positions and all the angles that accompany it. So if we try again, but I play slightly out of position so I can cover the kitchen window this time, then we'll see the other use of the barricade. If there wasn't one here, I'd be exposed to the main door from lobby and I'd be pinned down somewhere in the dining room and I wouldn't be able to rotate. But I'm able to, with the aid of the barricade, play slightly out of position so I can catch off anyone off guard by aggressively peeking the kitchen window. The denial of the line of sight from the barricade allowed me to safely rotate and get the better angle and kill the rushing Ash player. So next is the one-hit vault trick. So you should know that the area you have to hit the barricade is different depending on what side the yellow buckles each side are on, and if it's a window or a door. For windows, if the buckle is on your side, then you need to hit the board that's been pinged. It's roughly just under the tip of the left part of the cross. On the other side, it's in the exact same position of the cross, but obviously the side's reversed, so you hit the other side. With doors, if the buckle's on your side, then you hit the tip of the left side of the cross, so the shorter side. On the other side it's the same but reversed again. Right, so moving on to the tips from the pros. So on a map like Coastline, how often do you see other players just spray all their ammo into the front door and walk in? Well, pro player Meepy from I Don't Know says that you should shoot around 15ish shots into the door, and then you reload so you have ammo to deal with anyone that aggressively runs out and tries to surprise you. That way you'll essentially have a full magazine to fight somebody. The next tip is about prepping windows. So as you know, the easiest way is to hit the bottom of the barricade twice and jump out. But YouTuber your boy Roy says instead you shoot out the bottom 2 boards rather than punch them, otherwise they glitch through and it's obvious to attackers that they've been prepped. Here are the comparisons between prepping windows traditionally, although some of the boards are from destroying the barricade earlier, but it does still show the effect. Whereas with this new method, there are no boards under the window glitching through or on the floor. Now this is a better known tip, but this is taught to me by pro player Skies of Obey. He talks about areas on certain maps where opening the bottom of windows and doors can give you some crazy lines of sight onto spawn. This one, even with an ACOG, is so hard to see at spawn because it just looks like a normal barricade, but as you get closer it gets even harder to notice. If you think back to your first casual games, most of you will probably remember seeing some games where the defense barricaded literally every door and window available. Looking back, you'll see how impractical this is, so this is where Fabian's tip comes in. He says that you should place every barricade for a reason. There should never be any that you put up for the sake of it, as they can block rotates and lead to people dying. So picture you're the poor smoke playing in the A bomb site on Projector Room, and your job is to delay time and prevent a Windows push. Now often teams will stick a Blackbeard or a Zofia on these windows and rappel up and hold a really tight angle on connector preventing the rotates, on the left side typically. And this barricade now has prevented pretty much your only escape, as by going this way you are in his blind spot, as they usually rappel on that left side. So instead, if you remove the barricade and place barbed wire, you'll get an audio cue if anyone pushes up these stairs, but also you can rotate out. And the best part is, you're not even compromising anyone playing connector, because the default positions aren't exposed to the A door. Once more, it allows you to rotate and flank people on a spiral and stop a yellow stairs push, which is pivotal for any sort of CEO takes. The last tip is from ex-pro for P-Ducks and streamer Zyronic. It's a bit more situational, but it's basically that on some maps like Skyscraper, there are decorative parts on the window which act as a soft wall. This means that they absorb damage, which is useful if you're spawn peeking, as it means you can stay there for a bit longer and absorb some more damage.